What's up guys, Philip here and I am back in the garage for a chest day. Last chest day did not go super great. Did some dumbbells and worked up to 120s for 2 sets of 7. And they felt much harder than they have. Still got 7, but they did not feel as good. I was not threatening for an 8th on either set. And then I did some close grip bench, worked up to 295 for a paused single. Went for 315, which used to be a set of 4, and I missed it at the point where the triceps took over. So not super exciting, but this one we are going to start with a barbell normal grip bench, see what we can work up to. Probably not do too much volume, but see kind of what we can touch today. So let's go ahead and get started. Quit playing with me. Okay guys, so that was bench done. I'm gonna do a few more accessories, but I'm not gonna film those. They're not gonna be super exciting. I thought rather, since I was able to bench a little bit more today, I would come to you guys with an update. Haven't talked about the pec for a little while and how it is feeling, guys. So great breakthrough session today. There have been a couple of things that I've noticed while pressing. Since I've been back on that pec, it has been handling the strain, the load well, but I can definitely, or I have been able to feel some differences. So this pec, even when I stretch it out a lot, it does feel more tight than this pec. Just by design, they had to stretch it further since a piece of the tendon of the whatever, the humeral head or whatever, can't really remember now off the top of my head. Since a piece of that had ripped, they had to take what was left and stretch it further to reattach it. So there is a little bit of tightness, but I've grown to realize that that is just kind of the name of the game. That doesn't mean anything's wrong per se. So there's been a learning curve with that because it does feel tighter. When I first started back benching, as I would go down, and you'll notice it in some of my even recent videos, once I got heavy, I would start guarding against it a little bit by keeping this hand a little bit further up than this hand. You'll see the bar kind of tilting on my chest. One side is closer to the safety than the other. So finally realized that I was doing it from watching it, and I've gotten to where I let it stretch down further to kind of match that left side. And because of that, I am not pressing starting like that, which allows me to generate all my power through when pressing. So much more advantageous position. Also, I've been able to move my grip out a little bit. When I used to bench press before I tore my pec, and it probably contributed to me tearing my pec, I had a very, very wide grip, a powerlifting style bench press. I would put my index fingers on the powerlifting rings, which I was always told I had a wide grip, but I didn't realize until I filmed myself kind of how wide it was. So I moved it in to protect my pecs a little bit more and focus more of my triceps and my shoulders. But today I was able to move my pinkies out to the powerlifting rings, and that's the furthest I'm gonna move it out. As you guys could tell, it was still a pretty wide grip, but it's just the most comfortable grip for me. So would love to attribute the 15-pound post-op PR to just getting magically stronger, but I believe it is more the fact that my pec was coming down more evenly, it felt more even, and the fact that I was able to move my grip out a little bit, because when I first started back bench pressing a little bit heavier, I didn't really talk about it with you guys a lot, but whenever I tried to move my grip out and put more emphasis on that pec, it would, I felt it more like a straining feeling. And so just like with my back workouts, when I first started doing back again, it is easing in. I'm feeling it less and less as I do it, as I bench press, and I feel more and more comfortable going down with a heavy load, because that's the scariest part. When I press up, I don't even feel it, but the eccentric portion under a heavy load is where it's scariest. So how are my pecs doing, guys? I took my shirt off not because I wanted to show you my keg, but because I kind of wanted to show you that I am starting to get some muscle mass back on this right pec. It's starting to match my left pec again, and it is building up some, so I can definitely tell that it is stronger, it's more stable, but there is still a little bit of instability, especially when I try to do heavy dumbbells and I try to rep them. I misgroove with this right arm pretty frequently, and I do believe it's because that pec is not as coordinated at this point as the left one, but gonna continue to work on that, guys. The biggest thing that I wanted to talk about, other than give you guys kind of an update, is the fact that when you are overcoming an injury, one of the hardest parts of it is the mental aspect, guys. The mental aspect is what will really drown you. The physical comes back. It comes back pretty quickly, but just like everything, you will have good and bad days. And after you have an injury, you have an inkling in the back of your mind that you did not used to have. When I had a bad day back in the day, I felt like I was bulletproof. I felt like nothing could go wrong. Oh, I have a bad day, but that might mean I'm a little bit weaker for the day. Now that bad day is, oh crap, I need to be careful. Probably should, take some precautions, warm up. You guys see me do a million warm-up sets. I used to go 135, 225, 275, and then whatever working weight I was working with for the day. Now I try to more gradually work my way up and cut some of the volume out. But just coming out to you guys, or coming, I guess, trying to help y'all realize that no matter what the injury is, I know Carter, my guy Carter, check his YouTube channel out if you haven't already, but my guy has a lower back deal that he's dealing with. He has a forearm deal that he's dealing with, and he has expressed the same, I guess, thoughts in the past of, you got to be more careful. A lot of times it's the old guys, but throw the previously injured guys in with that crew, guys. They're annoying, but I mean, they're trying to help you. The mental aspect is the hardest part of it, and I'm not telling you to be an idiot, go push yourself further than you should, but I do think that part of kind of getting back to where you were, and how I've gotten back to where I am at this point is kind of pushing the boundaries and trying to conquer my fears, because 135 was scary when I first started back doing it. 175, every once in a while, as I would get towards the end of my set, I would feel a pinch in that right pec. Guys, that's freaking terrifying. Honestly, as someone who couldn't use their arm for a while, it's freaking terrifying. But you have to push those boundaries. You have to trust yourself. You have to trust your doctors and what they are telling you. And just try to push it a little bit, guys. And I'm doing that. I'm trying to face my fears. And it's working out. And I just want to get that message out that you have to push yourself, because that mental aspect of it is the part that won't catch up. Your physical aspect, most likely, that'll catch up. But that mental aspect of it, that's the part that you have to really work back. That's the part that doesn't have as much muscle memory. So just wanted to bring that to you guys. I'm gonna finish the rest of this workout. I've already rambled long enough at this point, but I hope you found that talk productive. I hope that helps some of y'all out there who are maybe dealing with a little bit of that apprehension from an injury or a previous injury and trying to get back to where you were. And I hope that these words hit somebody and make a difference in their lives, guys. That's why I do this. So I appreciate y'all dropping all the comments down. Appreciate y'all being as awesome as you are. The community here, this Hum Gym community, is fantastic. It's beautiful, and I love it, guys. So gonna sign out on this one. I will catch you guys on the next one.